This book is in the wrong spot. You're back to study again for an exam? Geez, how many exams must you study for? I don't see your school bag. Maybe it's an independent study, or you could be reading for leisure. It's definitely a literary book, that's for sure. You have been reading a lot of horror novels lately. What was the last one? That's right, the last one was Blatty's The Exorcist. I remember now. Goodness, how could someone so precious be into works that would make ordinary readers tremble? I mean, just last week you read Silence of the Lambs and Dracula. It's fascinating how quickly you finish them. At this rate, we might run out of horror novels for you to indulge in. I should really put this book back in its proper spot, but I simply can't. Honestly wish you would look at me the way that your eyes devour those pages. You're the protagonist in our love story, and I intend to bring that story to reality. You know, I could bring you a new horror novel. You can never go wrong with a Stephen King, right? And besides, the shelf for this book is along the way. The Shining, Salem's Lot, Rita Hayworth, Pet Sematary, Misery, Dr. Sleep, Cujo, Carrie. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Here, let me help you. We're holding the same book. You're holding my hand. Be still, my beating heart. Did you just finish this book? What were you reading? Psycho by Robert Bloch. You're into horror stories? You know, for someone as cute as you don't look like the type to read this sort of thing. Do you have a favorite? Hard to decide. Well, I work here and just so happened to have grabbed a horror novel off the shelf. Carrie by Stephen King. Have you read it yet? Well, why not give it a read if you're into horror? Are you perhaps finished with this book? Mind if I take it from you and reshelve it? Thank you. I hope you enjoy. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that? You'd like more recommendations? Well, we are in the horror section after all. I could help you find some? Wonderful. Anything in particular you've been thinking of lately? Thinking of reading? No? So I can give you anything? Perfect. Well, while we're here... I would love to give a piece of my mind to whomever dog-eared a few of the pages in here. I swear. If you like Stephen King, you can never go wrong with the Dark Tower series. Unless you've read it already? Well, here you go. Give this one a read too while you're at it. Have you perhaps read The Hellbound Heart or The Birds? Nice. I know just where those two are located. Now, could I interest you in American Psycho or the Amityville Horror? How about The Haunting of Hill House? American Psycho? Superb choice. Have you seen any of the movies based on these? No? My, you are certainly missing out. You know, maybe I could show them to you sometime. Now, don't get me wrong, the books are always better, of course, but some of the movies are pretty good. What do you say? Excellent. Oh, I never gave you my name. I'm Raina. I've seen you at this library quite a bit. What's your name? What a lovely name. Now, before we forget, let's go grab that book. Here, wait. You have so many books now. Would you like help carrying some of those? Or I can grab you one of our baskets. You sure? I bet it's a little tiring carrying all of those. Well, if you say so. I was gonna ask, have any titles or books come to your mind yet? Frankenstein, a true classic. You know, I don't think we have any on the shelf right now. Lucky for you, I'm pretty sure we have a new copy in the back. Care to follow me? Right then, here we are. Well, I'm going to return this book that you so kindly handed me. If you just take a left and go along the 5th row, there should be a small stack of new books. You can't miss it. My. Are you already trying to leave, my love? I can't have you leaving just yet. This is just the start of our fairy tale romance, after all. Why am I doing this? Simple. I'm only doing this out of pure love for you. You know, the way you read those horror novels, I hope you'll soon look that way towards me, darling. I've always noticed how often you stop by here, whether it's studying or reading. I am utterly mesmerized by you. I am completely helpless to your enticing spell. I love you so, so much, my darling. There's truly nothing that can keep us apart. You know, the number of times you've been here, I've been keeping track of all the books you've read. Every single one of them. And it's how I knew exactly which ones to grab for you, the ones you haven't borrowed yet. There have been a few times you've misplaced some of your things. Pencils, erasers, bookmarks, even your library card. Yep, it was all me. I took them home and I kept them in my dresser. I like running my fingers along them. It was especially fun having your library card. You'd be surprised at how much I can get from a library card. There's been a few times that you left it here, and every time you'd lose it, you always made a new one. I have all of the old ones you've lost. Fees, books on hold, even just your name. From there, it's just a simple web search and I can read you like a book. I know every minute detail about you, darling, and unlike Prince Charming, I'm not letting you go. But you know, there's at least one thing that will be similar. That we'll be living happily ever after.